I was thinking about people getting worked up. I remember in my life, I remember times when I would get worked up about things. And here I'm talking about, imagine two friends sitting and having a conversation, and their voices are getting elevated and they're excited and taking stronger positions and arguing and discussing and getting, tensions in a sense getting higher and people feeling challenged and really staking their claim. This is what I mean by the idea of people getting worked up. And I remember in my life there was a point in time where I found that exhilarating. And I think it has to do with the ideas of belonging and significance. And that, as we stake our claim in such a way, we are, if we're taking a position, we are stating a sense of belonging to the other people who hold that position. And so it fulfills that sense of belonging. And as our voices get elevated and we argue more and more, we give ourselves a sense of significance and greater import, or feel greater import in what we're saying or doing. And that can be fun, I suppose, if you're sitting around with friends. Eventually, I got to the point where I didn't, I no longer, I did not find it useful, because it didn't always involve listening to the other person. And whenever these exchanges would take place, it was extremely rare that anyone would ever alter their position. So I began to view it as fun conversation, but not getting me anywhere. And so then I came to a point where I did not engage in such behavior to get worked up about such things. As you know, I enjoyed a conversation to deconstruct and to understand things and to hash out what might make sense under a present scenario or things of that nature. But if it wasn't going to go somewhere, I just began to lose interest. I don't know that there's much point to this. It's just something I'd been thinking about and getting worked up about things, and where does that lead one, and what is its purpose. And I can see the purpose in belonging and significance. I cannot see the purpose in terms of effectuating much change. Or at least not as those conversations are usually done, or at least in my experience, which of course is very limited. So, just something to think about. I hope you're well. I love you. And I hope you get to breathe some fresh air today.